Notice to the public, if you wish to address the council, please complete the public wishing to address the council form located on either end of the counter and give it to either the chairman or council clerk prior to the beginning of the meeting. All comments must be addressed to the council as a whole. Addressing individual council members shall not be allowed. Speakers should be courteous and their choice of words and actions, and comments shall be limited to the issues and cannot involve individuals or staff-related matters. We'll be starting in about 1 minute. Good evening. Welcome to the Terrebonne Parish Council meeting today, Wednesday, January 14th. We will actually start off with an announcement. We would like for all cell phones, electronic devices used for communication to be silenced for the duration of the meeting. We will now call the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government Council meeting to order with an invocation and the pledge of allegiance by Mr. John Amity.
Dear Lord, we pray that you guide us so that this meeting can be productive, Lord, that it would satisfy the needs that be met. And Father, strengthen us as we make these decisions, but also let us be effective and decisive. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Charlie, could you give us a roll call, please?
Mr. Amity, Mr. Champagne, Mr. Hamner, Mr. Babin, Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trustclair, Mr. Pledger, Mr. Harding,
Here.
Mr. Wazan. Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum present.
Thank you very much. Approved minutes, we usually go through that, but then I tell you what, we have a special day today. So right now, the chair will entertain the election for the council chair, accepting nominees. Mr. Trustclair.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Councilman Brian Pledger.
Mr. Pledger, accept. Mr. Pledger accepts. Mr. Amity.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to nominate Councilman Danny Babin.
Mr. Babin, accept. Any more nominees?
Move to close.
Motion by Mr. Trustclair, second by Mr. Wazan, that the nomination be closed. Ms. Charlie, could you have a voice vote? Close? Oh, yeah, right. All in favor, said aye. No, well, press the button. I'm almost out of here. Right, I'm trying to get to that. See. The motion passed for 9-0. Ms. Charlie, could you give us a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Amity, Mr. Champagne, Mr. Hamner,
Pledger.
Mr. Babin,
Babin.
Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trustclair,
Pledger.
Mr. Pledger,
Pledger.
Mr. Harding,
Pleasure.
Mr. Voisin. 5, Mr. Pledger, 4, Mr. Babin.
Thank you. To my colleagues, to the folks of Terrebonne Parish, I don't take this lightly, and for me, it really has come full circle. Being a young man from the Mechanicville community, and my mother and father raised 4 boys. I chose the military after high school. After that, post-secondary education, leadership in corporate America, and I decided to come back to Terrebonne Parish so I can help lead. And again, I'm here, I'm open, I'm willing, but there's something my father taught me: to lead with dignity, pride, honesty, most of all, respect. Not only that, but I have no enemies to punish and no friends to reward. I just want to be a leader, and I want to give back to the community that gave to me. This is the garden that I grew in, so it's only right and fitting that I help grow this parish. With that being said, I'll move on with the agenda, and next thing on the agenda, I'll entertain motions to elect Vice Chair of the Terrebonne Parish Council, Mr. Steve Trosclair. Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Carl Harding.
I nominate Mr. Clayton Wazan.
Mr. Wazan, do you accept? Mr. Wazan accepts. No further nominations.
Second.
Motion to close by Mr. Steve Trosclair, second by Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Congratulations, Mr. Clayton Wazan, being elected Vice Chair of Terrebonne Parish Council. Mr. Wazan, you'd like to have a word there?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my colleagues for accepting my nomination for vice chair. Kind of a emotional day. This is the day my dad passed, so it's kind of coincidental this would happen on his day. But thank y'all very much. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Wazan. Mr. Trosclair?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to congratulate you, Mr. Pledger, and Vice Chair Wazan. I know y'all going to do a good job. You know, y'all are upstanding citizens, y'all are active councilmen, and I know, that we're going to keep this parish moving in the right direction under your leadership and guidance, and looking forward to work with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Trosclair. No further comments. We'll move on with the current agenda. Minutes and bill list. Minutes and bill list. No, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Approved. Approved minutes of the regular council session held on December 10th, 2025. Move Mr. John Amity.
Second.
Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing no lights. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0, motion passes. Next item, distribute minutes of the regular council session held on December 17th, 2025. Move Mr. John, no, yeah, we're good, okay. Approve the accounts payable bill list for 12/8/2025, 12/30/2025, 1/5/2026, and 1/12/2026.
Second.
Move Mr. Clyde Hamner, second Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing the lights, members, vote your machines. Votes 8-1 abstention, motion passes. General business, item A, resolution supporting the renaming of the Dular Coastal Waterway Bridge to the Edward T. Brady Jr. Bridge. Mr. Danny, well, guess we need to call for a vote to that resolution now.
Read the resolution.
Okay.
Tell a little bit about it, and then we go on down.
All right. Mr. Danny Babin?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I was approached by David Rabelais with the Port Commission and Senator Mike Facey and Representative Jerome Zarang. The By DeLorge Bridge has been there 50 years, and Mr. Elwood Brady was a state representative at the time, and he was instrumental in securing the money to build that bridge. And the legislature has to change it, and David and myself have both spoken with Secretary Leday with DOTD. They have no problem with it. So the Port Commission has already done a resolution and sent it forward to the legislature. And I want to do something here as the council supporting this. So the resolution reads, a resolution supporting the renaming of the Dularge Intercoastal Waterway Bridge to the Elwood T. Brady Bridge, excuse me. Whereas Elwood T. Brady Jr. was a resident of business at Terrebonne Parish for many years, who passed away on April 6, 2007, leaving behind a legacy of service, strength, and deep commitment to his community. And whereas Mr. Brady's involvement in his community included serving as the chairman of the Budget and Finance Committee for the Terrebonne General Medical Center and on numerous other local boards. And whereas Mr. Brady also served as a state legislature, being elected to the Louisiana House of Representing District 52 in 1971, during which he received the Louisiana Cross of Merit for his work during the Mississippi River flooding in 1973. And whereas also during his time as a representative, Mr. Brady was integral in securing the funding for the construction of the Dularge Overpass, which crosses the Intercoastal Waterway, and advocated for the adoption of the United States Coast Guard Border Safety Regulations. Whereas due to his efforts to fund this critical piece of infrastructure and his love of South Louisiana, Terrebonne Parish recognizes that it would be fitting to rename the Dularge Intercoastal Waterway Bridge in honor of Mr. Elwood T. Brady Jr. Now therefore be it resolved that the Terrebonne Parish Council, on behalf of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, shares in the support for the renaming of Dularge Intercoastal Waterway Bridge to the Elwood T. Brady Jr. Bridge. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the state legislative delegation for their consideration in renaming the Dularge Intercoastal Waterway Bridge in honor of Mr. Elwood T. Brady Jr. and his service to the community. I make that motion for the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0, resolution passes. Item B, Parish President Jason W. Bazeron is requesting ratification of his recommendation of Michelle L. Neal as Parish Attorney and Derek J. Neil Montgomery, Amanda Mustin, Brianna Ongeron, Gary Williams Jr., Patrick Yancey, Courtney E. Alcock, and Kentley Fairchild as Assistant Parish Attorneys. Parish President Jason W. Bazeron is also requesting ratification of his recommendation of Patrick Amedy and Drew Talbot as Special Assistant Parish Attorneys for the Office of Department of Sales and Use Tax of Terrebonne Parish. Move Mr. Danny Babin, second Mr. John Amedy. Oh, Mr. Kevin Champon, I'm sorry. Seeing no lights, members vote your machines. 9 votes. Motion passes 9-0. Item C, proclamation, Arbor Day. Ms. Kim Chauvin.
In celebration of Arbor Day, whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, an observance now known as Arbor Day and celebrated throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees reduce soil erosion, improve air and water quality, moderate temperatures, conserve energy, produce oxygen, provide habitat for wildlife, and serve as a renewable resource supplying paper, lumber, fuel, and other essential wood products. And whereas trees enhance property values, support economic vitality, reduce stormwater runoff, beautify our community, and contribute to the health and well-being of residents. And whereas trees provide shade, comfort, and inspiration, fostering a sense of well-being and stewardship for future generations. And whereas the purpose and goal of the Terrebonne Parish Tree Board is the planting and preservation of trees on parish-owned public property to enhance stormwater mitigation, air and water quality, economic development, community livability, and public appreciation of trees. And whereas the Terrebonne Parish Tree Board, in partnership with the Apache Tree Foundation and the Laterre Master Gardeners will host the 20th annual tree giveaway on Saturday, January 24th, 2026 at the main branch library located at 151 Library Drive, Houma, Louisiana, beginning at 9 a.m. until all trees are distributed. And whereas in celebration of this milestone anniversary, 400 3-gallon container trees, double the usual number, will be given away to Terrebonne Parish residents with a limit of 2 trees per household, along with educational materials and guidance on selecting, planting, and caring for trees best suited to individual needs. And now, therefore, be it resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council, on behalf of Parish President Jason W. Bergeron and the entire Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, that January 24th, 2026 is hereby proclaimed as Arbor Day, and that all citizens are encouraged to observe Arbor Day by planting trees and supporting efforts to protect and preserve our trees and woodlands for future generations. Signed by Terrebonne Parish President Jason W. Bergeron and then Council Chairperson Carl Harding. So do we let him speak?
Thank you. Let the folks come up. Well, Chris Pulaski, Director of Planning and Zoning. I am not a member of the tree board, but I've had the honor of being the parish liaison with the tree board for the last 14 years. The chairman, Mr. Pat Gordon, couldn't be here tonight, but we do have some tree board members here present. Y'all want to come introduce yourselves, ladies? Come on. Come on. You can say. You can say. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, let's do it.
Okay, Connie Bird.
Hi, Lacey Bridenstine.
Tori Louvier.
Okay. All right. We'll pause for a picture. That's okay with me. Yeah, and welcome back to the tower, Tori.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So as mentioned in the proclamation, this is the 20th anniversary of the tree giveaway, which is pretty major. So in celebration of that, we're doing a few things different. So as stated, we're going to have 400 trees instead of the usual 200. So that's great. But we also had some folks who have been great partners over the years. Keep Terrebonne Beautiful, for example. They have a program called Retreat, and it is for private citizens. So the trees, I believe they have 215-gallon trees, if I'm not mistaken, bald cypress and swamp red maples, that they'll be, you can go to their website, the Keep Terrebonne Beautiful's website, and you can apply for that grant to get a tree planted in your yard. But they will be out there on Saturday, January 24th, between 8 and 9 a.m. They're going to do a demonstration project. So they'll be planting a swamp red maple at the library. Miss Mary over at the main branch has been kind enough to designate an area. So they're going to plant a tree and show those folks who are interested in learning how to properly plant a tree, how to do it. We also have the Nature Conservancy has a project called Tree Zillions, and we were fortunate enough for the tree board to receive a grant from the Nature Conservancy. So they came in, they did an assessment of an inventory of all the trees along our major corridors and public places, parks, all the publicly owned spaces. That hasn't been performed since, I think, 2007. So we've lost and gained, a number of trees over that time. So they did an inventory. They're updating our tree canopy master plan, which is a guide for the tree board to use as to where they want to focus on planting trees. And even better, they are planting, I think it's a little over 40 trees in 4 parks across the parish, 2 on the west side, 2 on the east side. And the beauty of it is we don't have to do anything. They're hiring the contractors. They have the trees, and these are big trees, 4.5, 5-inch caliper trees. And so basically all we're doing is just giving them permission to do this on publicly owned property. So that's a win-win for everybody. I I do want to thank our partners over the years, Apache Foundation, of course, La Terra Master Gardeners, the Terrebonne Garden Club. All of those organizations will have people on site on Saturday, January 24th, to help the residents select trees, give them advice on trees, answer any questions they might have. And then the last thing I wanted to say, we're going to also honor one of the longest tree board members, Mr. Barton Joffrion, who recently resigned from the tree board and retired. Finally, he retired. At least he says he is. We'll see if it sticks. From LSU Ag Center, he'll be out there at the tree giveaway, and we'll have a special treat for him and embarrass him very much. So we hope to see you all there Saturday, January 24th at the main library. So that's it. If you guys have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Item number 2, public wishing to address the council in accordance with Section 2-07E of the Terrebonne Parish Home Rule Charter. The public will be heard and can speak for 3 minutes on any matter related to parish government without discussion or questions and answers on non-agenda items. I have a few speaker cards here. First speaker card we're going to entertain would be Mr. Thomas Tabor. Name and address for the record, please.
My name is Thomas Tabor. My address is 815 Liberty Street, right here in Houma, Louisiana. I'm a lifelong resident of Terrebonne Parish. What I'm here to talk about tonight is a situation I'd like to bring before the administration and the council. The subject is about the possibility that the only boat launch privately owned in the Gibson area could possibly be closed in the near future. This would mean that the recreational and commercial fishermen, duck hunters, deer hunters, and the public at large that like to boat may not have access to a boat launch for the recreational public to use. I know that Terrebonne Parish has built some nice boat launches in the southern areas of our parish. And there's a significant need for the public to be able to have access to the Intracoastal Canal in the Gibson area. So I and many members of the public would respectfully ask that the administration and the parish council consider a project like this for the northwest section of Terrebonne Parish, which is in sore need of a reliable boat launch. I would like to know if there's anyone in the administration that I can call and get an update on this project. And I just came to bring this to the attention of the administration and the council. I thank you very much for letting me speak, and thank you all for your service to Terrebonne Parish. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker card, Mr. Welton Lewis.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Welton Lewis, 100. I'm actually here today representing the organization We the People Bayou Community. I think y'all all have a flyer, one of our flyers. This event's going to be tomorrow. We sponsor public service events. This is one we're going to sponsor tomorrow evening. It's going to be in Thibodaux. It deals with carbon capture, sequestration, eminent domain, and regardless of whatever side of the fence you're on concerning this, this is going to be a hot topic in the state legislature this session. We've already got word that State Rep Mike Johnson has pre-filed 3 bills concerning this. So I just wanted to give this as an invitation to y'all. If anybody wants to attend this, it starts at 6:30. I can't help but feel that eventually some of this is going to come down to this council, and y'all are going to have to make some decisions about it. So I think any information that y'all can receive concerning this might be of a benefit to y'all. Appreciate the time. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir. Last and final speaker card, Ms. April Wallace. Name and address for the record, ma'am.
You can have my name, Miss April Wallace, not my address. I'm concerned, I've been talking to a few citizens, and most of them is concerned about the housing authority, the Senator Circle. If y'all can find out any kind of information on that, I would appreciate it, and any one of y'all can contact me and let me know so I can tell the citizens about it. Because right now, nobody seems to know where this is going and what's gonna go on with it. So I would appreciate if y'all get into it and just see what FEMA or whoever, housing authority, what they trying to do. When you try to call them, nobody wanna answer a question. So I appreciate if y'all jump on that and see what's going on. My second concern is been coming from a lot of citizens in different areas of the parish. I meet all type of people, and everybody know me from speaking, so everybody would come to me and ask me to speak on things at the meeting. And they want to speak on a lot of, they do a utility assistance. They don't move a lot of the areas, and they move the areas on the east side, they move that area. So there's nowhere for those folks to go. They got to travel to go and do utility assistance. The next one they close is Shriever. Okay, so now people have to travel now from Shriever and all those areas to come back to Homer to apply for utility assistance. So I asked a few of them at the office, are they going back to those areas? Nobody don't seems to know what's going on. I don't know if they're afraid of their job and they just can't say what's going on. So I told the public I will come and I will ask the question. So I need to know what's going on with that. Are y'all bringing it back to the area or y'all cutting it out completely? Because everybody need to know this. It have elderly people and they can't travel, you know, and sit at the Civic Center all the time. And then it got Chauvin, and then it got Dulac. But it don't have nothing for the surrounding areas in Homer. And that's not fair to the people. And like I said, when I come up here and fight, I don't fight for just me. I fight for everybody. I don't care who they are. I'm going to fight if it's a fight. So I need to know what's going on.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace. And we will be in, I will be in contact with you.
Okay, thanks.
Fair enough. Thank you. I'm sorry? Yeah, that's all of them. So, what do you think? Go for it. All right. I mean, we could take a break. 2 minutes.
Motion deviate,
All right.
go to 6:30, to committee reports.
All right. Mr. Trustclair makes a motion to deviate to go to committee reports. Second, Mr. Carl Harding, members votes machines. Votes 9-0, motion passes. Committee reports, budget and finance, Mr. Clyde Hamner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Give me a light, Clyde.
Motion, excuse me.
Hey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The motion, I make the motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Budget and Finance Committee meeting held on Monday, January 12th, 2026, and I have 5 public hearings. Number 1, consider the introduction of an ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. 1, Shady Oaks Park, $10,000, and call a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, January 28, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. Number 2, consider the introduction of an ordinance to amend the 2026 adopted operating budget of the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following item. Number 1, Civic Center upgrades, $27,763, and call a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, January 28, 8th, 2026 at 6:30 PM. Number 3, consider the introduction of an ordinance to authorize the parish president to execute an act of donation between Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government and Waits and Downer LLC, in which Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government will be accepting land on Verrett Street, and call a public hearing on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026 at 6:30 PM. Number 4, consider the introduction of an ordinance to declare as surplus adjudicated property located at Bayou DeLarge, parcel number 40578, in which the parish has 100% interest, and to address other matters relative thereto, and call a public hearing on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026 at 6:30 PM. And number 5, consider the introduction of an ordinance declaring the following 2 properties as surplus and not needed for public purpose. Number 1, the right descending bank of Bayou Terrebonne, parcel number 31026, which parish has 33.33% interest. And number 2, 1419 Gotro Street, parcel number 21915, where we have 1% interest, and to address other matters relative thereto, and call a public hearing on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026 at 6:30 PM.
Have a motion?
Second.
Motion and a second by motion by Mr. Hamner, second by Ms. Ms. Chauvin, I'm sorry, Kim. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0, motion passes. Community Development and Planning Committee, Ms. Kim Chauvin.
Lord, I left my glasses way over there. Hold up a second. I can't even read this. I left my glasses.
Okay. Well done.
But I can read. That's okay. Yours are probably stronger.
You're probably right.
Okay. I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Community Development and Planning Committee held on Monday, January 12th, 2026, and I have 47 public hearings, calling the condemnation hearing on the following: residential mobile homes, residential structures, accessory structures, and commercial structures on Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 at 5:30 PM. 314 Lebron Street, Homa, 6112 North Bayou Black Drive, Gibson, 102 Mid-City Court, Homa, 124 Olympa Drive, Homa, 1513 Grand Caillou Road, Homa, 166 Coast Guard Road, Dulac, 6107 Bayou Black Drive in Gibson, 5157 Bayou-Side Drive, Chauvin, 119 Moses Street, Chauvin, 1524 Barringer Street, Homa, 1102 Wallace Street, Homa, 6801 Highway 56, Chauvin, 1003 Bayou DeLarge Road, Homa, 5445 Grand Caillou Road, Homa, 511 Woodhaven Drive, Homa, 6101 Bayou Black Drive, Gibson, 415 Morningside Drive, Homa, 3938 Meyer Street, Gray, 305 B Johnson Ridge Lane, Thibodaux, 309 Johnson Ridge Lane, Thibodaux, 100 South Boudreaux Street, Montague, 2606 Isabel Street, Homa, 1421 Bombalin Street, Homa, 833 Bayou DeLarge Road, Homa, 107 Charlene Street, Homa, 7093 Grand Caillou Road, Homa, 204 Donovan Road, Homa, 1942 Highway 311 Shreva, 5686 Leon Street, Homa, 9088 Grand Caillou Road, Dulac, 2351 Bayou DeLarge Road, Terrio, 239 Deadwood Drive, Gibson, 5203 Bayou-Side Drive, Chauvin, 236 St. Malo Street, Homa, 419 Grand Caillou Road, Homa, 7438 Grand Caillou Road, Dulac, 423 Odemont Street, Homa, 564 Aragon Road, Montague, 1130 Schley Street, Homa, 6623 Highway 56, Chauvin, 4064 Highway 665 Montague, 120 Carlaw Street, Homa, giving notice of intent to adopt an ordinance to amend the Parish Code of Ordinance and enact an exemption to the deposit fee of $500 for public property use permits and call for a public hearing on said matter for Wednesday, January 28, 2026 at 6:30 PM. Giving notice of intent to adopt an ordinance to amend zoning map of the parish of Terrebonne so as to rezone from R1 Single Family Residential to R3 Multifamily Residential, 1128 and 1130 and a half Daspit Street, Houma, Louisiana, Terrebonne Ministerial Alliances, Inc. applicant, and calling the public hearing on said matter for Wednesday, February 25th, 2026 at 6:30 PM. To introduce an ordinance to amend certain portions of Chapter 28, Article 4, Section 28 through 74 supplementary regulations relative to accessory structures in residential districts, and call for a public hearing on said matter for Wednesday, January 28, 2026 at 6:30 PM. To consider the introduction of an ordinance to authorize the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, TPCG, to acquire immovable property identified as Lot 14 of Block 33 of Broadmoor Subdivision, Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, and to authorize the parish president or his official designee, the chief administrative officer, to execute any and all documents necessary to acquire said property and to provide for other related matters relative thereto, and to provide for other matters relative thereto, and call a, oh Lord, it's twice, public hearing on Wednesday, January 28, 2026 at 6:30 PM.
Moved by Ms. Kim Chauvin, second by Mr. Carl Harding. Seeing the lights, members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0, motion passes. Public Service Committee, Mr. Clayton Wazan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Public Service Committee held on Monday, January 12th, 2026, and I have one public hearing. Consider the introduction of an ordinance to authorize the parish president to execute on behalf of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government a cooperative endeavor agreement for right of use between Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government and Bayou Soccer Club, and to provide for other matters relative thereto, and call a public hearing on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026 at 6:30 PM. Thank you.
Motion by Mr. Wazan, second by Mr. Hamner. Seeing the lights, members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0, motion passes.
Motion go back in regular order, 6:30 public hearing.
Motion to go back in regular order. Second by Mr. Carl Harding, second by Mr. Clayton Wazan. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Go back into regular order. 6:30 public hearings. An ordinance to amend Section 2-405 in Article 8 of Chapter 2 of the Terrebonne Parish Code of Ordinances, Cultural Facilities, increase rental rates for Dumas and municipal auditoriums. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close by Mr. Clayton Wazan. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Clayton Wazan, second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. An ordinance to repeal outdated and/or uncodified ordinances related to the Civic Center and to amend Section 2-403 and 2-406 in Article 8 of Chapter 2 of the Terrebonne Parish Code of Ordinances, Cultural Facilities, to define non-commercial rental discounts at the beginning of the Cultural Facility Code, to increase rental rates for the Civic Center gradually over a 3-year period, and to provide for other matters relative thereto. First call public. Okay. There's a correction. I said Article 8. It should be Article 13. My apologies there. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close. Mr. Wazan, second. Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Wazan. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Oh, okay, all right. And also in item A, it was also mentioned, I read 8, and it should have been 13 as well. That should cover that, right? Okay, all right, thank you. Item C, an ordinance granting to Energy Louisiana LLC its successor and assigns the franchise right and privilege for a period of 30 years for the date of adoption hereof, to supply in such manner as it deems best electric power and energy throughout the parish of Terrebonne, state of Louisiana, and to provide for other matters relative thereto. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Ordinance is adopted. Item D, an ordinance to amend the parish code of ordinances to establish a three-way stop at the intersection of Tulane Street and Kane Street, to provide for the installation of said signs and to provide for other matters relative thereto. First call public. Second call public. Third, final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Voisin. Second, Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 8-0. Ordinance is adopted. Item E, an ordinance to appoint Anthony J. Alford Insurance Corporation to serve as agent of record for employee group health benefits for medical, dental, and pharmacy for the year 2026, and to exercise the renewal of the company's contract for the last option year commencing January 1st, 2026, and ending December 31st, 2026. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close, Mr. Danny Babin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes. Votes 9-0. Mr. Steve Trustclair.
Let's vote to adopt, and then I'll talk after.
All right. Motion. Can I entertain a motion to adopt? Oh, motion to adopt by Mr. Danny Babin. Second, Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Mr. Steve Trostclair.
Yes, in reference to item E, going back to item E, I'm not sure if my light came on. The vote was 8-0, and I don't think.
It was on.
It was?
Yeah, it
Okay,
was on.
I just want to make sure that I had voted for.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
you're
thanks.
good. And in recognition, or let's do the next one here. Item F, an ordinance to appoint Anthony J. Alford Insurance Corporation to serve as agent of record for employee life, disability, and other benefits for the year 2026, and to exercise the renewal, the company's contract for the last option year commencing January 1st, 2026, and ending December 31st, 2026. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public. Motion to close by Mr. Danny Babin, second Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Danny Babin, second Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Ordinance has been adopted. And from the chair, recognizing the Alford firm, would you guys like to have a word with us?
First off, thank you guys very much. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to our office to be able to write the insurance on the parish. I want to thank the council. I want to thank administration. Of course, my kids do most of the work, right? So, but it means a lot to us, and we will always do what's best for the parish or any of our customers. And again, thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you. And I need to say this from the chair. Priscilla, great job. All right. Moving along, item number 4, streetlights. Approve streetlights installation removals and/or activations. Item number 5, appoint to various boards, committees, and commissions. A, Bayou Cane Fire Protection District, 4, expired terms. Mr. Edward Lawson expresses his interest in being reappointed. Mr. Steve E. Fulmer expresses his interest in being reappointed. Mr. Haywood Sims Jr. expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and appoint, Mr. Ed Lawson, Ms. Folger, Mr. H. Sims Jr., and hold the other.
I have a motion by Mr. Carl Harding to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Lawson, Mr. Fulmer, and Mr. Sims. Second by Mr. Voisin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 8-0. Item B, Coteau Fire Protection District Board, 2 expired terms and 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Mr. Robert J. Parr expresses his interest in being reappointed. Have a motion to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Parr and hold the others over by Mr. Amady, a second by Mr. Babin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Item C, Schriever Fire Protection District Board, 2 expired terms. Ms. Janet Schecksnyder expresses her interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and reappoint Ms. Schecksnyder and hold the other over. Second.
Have a motion to open, close, and reappoint Ms. Schecksnyder by Mr. John Amady, a second by Mr. Danny Babin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Item D, Village East Fire Protection District Board, 4 expired terms. Mr. Cody L. Ritchie expresses his interest in being reappointed. Mr. Lydell A. Crochet expresses his interest in being reappointed. Mr. Roy Desmore expresses his interest in being reappointed. Mr. Thomas P. Guidry submits application for consideration.
Motion to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Ritchie, Mr. Crochet, and Mr. Desmore, and to appoint Mr. Guidry.
I have a motion by Mr. Steve Trosclair to reappoint Mr. Ritchie, Mr. Crochet, and Mr. Desmore, and appoint Mr. Guidry. Second by Ms. Kim Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Item E, Fire District Number 4 Board, 1 expired term. Ms. Pamela C. Carlos expresses her interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and appoint Ms. Carlos.
I have a motion by Mr. Danny Babin to open, close, and appoint Ms. Carlos. Second by Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Item F, Fire District Number 5 Board, 2 expired terms. Mr. Kurt L. Sharpenche expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Motion to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Sharpente and hold the other over.
Motion by Mr. Steve Trosclair to open, close, and appoint Mr. Sharpenche and hold the others over. Second by Mr. Carl Harding. Members, vote your machines. Votes 8-0, motion passes. Item G, Fire District Number 6 Board, 1 expired term. Mr. Peter C. Lambert expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Motion to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Lambert.
Have a motion to open, close, and appoint Mr. Lambert by Mr. Steve Trosclair, second by Ms. Kim Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Item H, Fire District Number 7 Board, 3 expired terms. Mr. Marty L. Dupree expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and reappoint Mr. Dupre and hold the other 2.
Second.
I have a motion to open, close, and reappoint Mr. Dupree and hold the others over by Ms. Kim Chauvin, and a second by Mr. Steve Trosclair. Members, vote your machines. Votes 8-0. Item I, Fire District Number 8 Board, 2 expired terms. Mr. Johnny L. Marks expresses his interest in being reappointed. Mr. Richard A. Price expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and reappoint Mr. Marks and Mr. Price. Second.
I have a motion to open, close, and appoint Mr. Marks and Mr. Price by Mr. Carl Harding, second by Mr. John Amady. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Item J, Fire District Number 10 Board, 3 expired terms. Mr. Sam Small Jr. expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and appoint Mr. Small and hold the other two over.
I have a motion to open, close, and appoint Mr. Small, hold the other two over by Mr. Danny Babin, second by Ms. Kim Chauvin. Seeing no members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Motion passes. Item K, Downtown Development Corporation, 2 expired terms, 1 representing the EDAB Council and 1 representing the Historical Society, and 1 vacancy due to a resignation representing the Terrebonne Garden Club. Ms. Karen Schilling, representing the Terrebonne Garden Club, submits application and resume for consideration.
Open, close, and appoint Ms. Schilling and hold the other over.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Danny Babin to open, close, and appoint Ms. Schilling and hold the others over. Second by Mr. Clyde Hamner. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. Ms. Karen, would you have a word, please? Thank you. That's okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for all you do, Ms. Karen. Thank you for all that you do in this parish. Item number 6, monthly engineering reports. Item number 7A, Milford and Associates. As per. Item number 8, vacancies to various boards, committees, and commissions. A, Recreation District number 2-3 Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Recreation District number 3A Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Recreation District number 8 Board, 1 expiring term on 2/24/26. Recreation District number 11 Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Bayou Cane Fire Protection District, 1 expired term. Schriever Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Coteau Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term and 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Bayou Blue Fire Protection District Board, 1 expired term. Fire District number 5 Board, 1 expired term. Fire District number 7 Board, 2 expired terms. Fire District number 10 Board, 2 expired terms. Downtown Development Corporation, 2 expired terms, 1 representing the EDAB Council and 1 representing the Historical Society. Houma Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board, 1 vacancy due to a resignation representing the council nominated by Nicholls State University. Terrebonne Arc, 1 vacancy due to a resignation representing the parish president. Terrebonne Parish Tree Board, 4 expiring terms on 2/23/2026 and 1 vacancy due to a resignation. Terrebonne Parish Port Commission, 1 vacancy due to a resignation representing the parish president. Houma Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, 1 vacancy due to a resignation representing the civil nonprofit organizations. Item 8, announcements. Mr. Parish President.
I want to start off by congratulating our chair, Mr. Pledger, and our vice chair, Mr. Wazan. My team and I look forward to working with your leadership in the coming year. So I just want to congratulate you guys.
Thank you, sir.
A few announcements. Farmers Market at the Air Base Saturday, January. September came from, 17th at 8 a.m. I'm sure there might be one in September, but there's one in January now. At the Houma Air Base Park on Moffett Road. There's a Terrebonne Parish 4-H auction, Monday, January 19th at 5 p.m. at the Crew of Terranians Den. As a Dr. Martin Luther King celebration, starting at the Courthouse Square, Monday, January 19th, starting at 10 a.m., and then another festivity at 12 at Dumas. The Terrebonne Parish Consolidated offices are closed in observance of Martin Luther King Day. And our town halls are going to be starting back up with our first one in Chauvin, Tuesday, January 20th at 6 p.m. at the Ward 7. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Kim Chauvin?
Yes, thank you. Also happening on January 17th, simultaneously while the Air Base Farmers Market is going on, is the South Regional Library Mardi Gras King Cake tasting thing that they will have at 10 a.m. So that's in the Chauvinburg area on by Klondike and Bayou-Side Drive. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chauvin. And from the chair, I'd just like to share with everyone that we're in difficult times, all right? And I'd like to share with everyone, and it's something that I share quite often with a lot of people, and I just would like to have everyone take a moment to be able to step back in the mirror and ask yourself, are you okay? We worry about everybody else, but the biggest thing in this world is you. And you have to step back and look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I okay? So I'm going to use that every time I sit here, and I'm going to ask everyone, when you get into your car, you look in your rearview mirror and you ask yourself, am I okay? Good evening. Motion to adjourn by Mr. Carl Harding, second by Ms. Kim Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Votes 9-0. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He wouldn't quite a couple $100. I gotta get my, it's a two-signature check. Oh, yeah. So I gotta get care of it. But I got it. That's the first pay. Yeah, yeah. Y'all take care.
Something I'm gonna store. I had gotten a bottle of that. That's what's scary. I'm drinking a lot of the one day